Welcome back. This is the part B video. So before I start this part B video, if you have been watching my video before, if this is not your first time of watching my video, if you have been watching my video before, please, I want you to rate me on a scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, based on the kind of videos you have watched from me, like my videos you have watched before, rate me on a scale of 1 to 10 and tell me the reason why you are rating me such number. Yeah, so that I'll be able to adjust, or probably I'll be able to do more, or and so thank you for that. Now let's quickly draw this. So let's quickly plot this graph, not wasting our time. Look at the graph here. We are plotting the inverse of resistance, which is also the inverse of ohms as the unit. We are plotting it against the volts, the voltage. So that's the volts, inverse of volt rather. So now let me take my, like, please, if you are plotting graph, pen should not be in whatever you are doing. So these two pens, let me take it away from here. The only thing you need is your Tiki 20 cleaner with your pencil and your cleaner and your ruler rather. Your ruler should be a long ruler. This one is not the best. It's just because I do not have the long ruler. That's why I was making use of this. Please take note. Long ruler is the best. And HP pencil. This pencil is HP pencil. That's the best. So let me just cut a single graph from here. Yeah, please review. I want your review. Like, I want you to rate me on a scale of 1 to 10 and tell me the reason why you are rating me such number, so that I'll be able to adjust. And what kind of videos do you also want from me? Let me know from you. All right, so not to waste much of our time, let's quickly go into this concept. I think your next subject is chemistry. Yeah, there will be master class for chemistry. Yeah, there'll be master class for chemistry. I don't know. Because I didn't memorize your timetable offhand. But I think your next science subject should be chemistry. So if it is chemistry, there's going to be master class a day before chemistry exam. If it is chemistry you're having next, though. Alright, so let me rule my margin as I usually say, as I've said in the part A. If you have not watched the part A video, request for it, so that I will send you the link immediately. So let me rule my margin. As you can see, okay, is my video not blurry? Oh, I don't know. You are the one watching it, so you should be able to know whether the video is sharp or blurry or whatsoever. I'm using a pencil, a paper, and not a blackboard, not a white marker board rather. I have marker board, but uh, actually I feel comfortable using this paper because my channel is a faceless channel. Faceless channel means that I do not used to show my face, but I'm planning to start showing my face now if I reach 10,000 subscribers. If I should reach 10,000 subscribers today, my next video now is going to be a video that I'll be showing my face. All right, so here is going to be the x-axis, and here is going to be the y-axis. All right, so now let's label the graph. This is the horizontal. Horizontal means how you used to sleep on your bed. So that's the resistance. The unit is ohm. This is horizontal. So okay, sorry, horizontal inverse of resistance. The unit is inverse of ohms. How you sleep on your bed is like this. Now, while standing is a vertical. So while standing is a vertical, that's the voltage, inverse of voltage, and the unit is voltage as well. All right, now let's title the graph. So the title is V inverse, which is against, you can say graph of you can write graph of V inverse against resistance, which the unit is what? Ohms. Inverse of resistance. Now the next thing to do is to write the scale. So the scale is the x-axis and the y-axis. Oh, sorry. Now I shouldn't write this, but it's a mistake. I shouldn't write this something like I see. That's a mistake. So, and I don't have to know it. All right. So now the what again? Now let's look at the scale. How do we go with the scale? Now let's start with the horizontal first. The horizontal means how you sleep on your bed. So the highest number here is 1, the lowest is 0.1. So we should be working within 0.1 to 1. So horizontal is 0.1 to 1. So let's check. If here is 0, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 0 0.4, 0 0.5, 0 0.6, 0 0.7, 0 0.8, 0.9, 1.0. 5.0 is ending here. So we are good to go now because this place cannot cover anything, and we have covered 3/4 of these graph sheets. If we should use that kind of scale, so if here is 0, then is 0.1, 0.2, okay, 0.2, 0.3. Even you can write your graph like this: slant it 0.4, slant it like this 0.5, then 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 1.0. You can extend it: 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, and so on. So what's going to be the scale for this x-axis? The scale is going to be from here to here is 1 centimeter. From this place to this is 1 centimeter. If you measure it with this ruler, as I've measured the one in the part A video. So if you measure from here to here, you can see it's 1 centimeter. I believe that my screen, my camera is sharp a bit. Let me see, is it sharp? It's like it's sharp small. So 1 centimeter is this. A single box is 1 centimeter from here to here. Can you see one? And this is a centimeter here. So then you say the x-axis is 1 centimeter represents how many? Represent 0.1 ohms, inverse of ohms. The interval between each of them is 0.1. So represent 0.1 inverse of ohms. Inverse of ohms. Now what about the y-axis? Now let's look at the y-axis. The y-axis is within 0.5 to 0.3. No, let's make it 0.6 to 0.3. It already is 0.556. So let's say that the highest number is 0.6. So from 0.3 to 0.6, right? So 0.3 to 0.6. Now, how do we put it? If I should put 0 here, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. So the graph is going to end here. Now let's look at the mini one. Do we cover 3/4? Yes, we still cover 3/4. So it's still better if you use it that way. It's okay. It's very okay. Or maybe if I should start from here as 0 point, yeah, that's the best. That's the best. So let me just put it this way as 0.1, 0.2. My name is Matt Kem, a professional educational consultant. So for those of you that wrote JAM this year, if you need my service, reach out to me. I'm always available to mentor you throughout your admission year for you to be admitted. Yeah. And if you need any of the certificates, such as YX certificate, NAPTEP certificate, birth certificate, local government certificate, you want to do any of the affidavits, anything you want to do. So I'm always available. You already have my WhatsApp number, it's already my description. You can check it out. I'm always available. And if you need a virtual personal tutorial, maybe for your siblings who are in since secondary school, or you have a sister abroad who will be needing a virtual class in chemistry, mathematics, and sciences. So I'm always available. Okay, now let's look at this. This is from 0.1 to 0.23. Now, how many centimeter is this? This is going to be 2 centimeter because from here to here is 1. From here to here is 2. So that's 2 centimeter. So for this y-axis now is going 2 centimeter represent how many units? 0.12. Can you see 0.1 is 0. The interval is 0.1. So represent 0.1 inverse of volts. Inverse of volts. Good. So now we have done the scale, we have titled it, we have labeled it. See, titled, label, scale. These are the three, and then the scale. So we have done all the next thing. Now the next thing is to now start the plotting. So now looking at the table we have here, the first one says that 1 under is 0. I said you should approximate this one to 2 decimal place. So 1 under is 0.56. So let's check it here. This is 1. 1 is the, okay, if this is horizontal, so okay, yeah, 1. So 1, which is here, under is 0.56. 1 is here, you can see 1 here, let's trace it. 0.56. This is 0.5, isn't it? 0.5 is here, so this is 0.51, 0.52, 53, 54, 55, 56. 56 will be around here. You can circle it. Good. So the second one is now 0.5 under is 0.46. So 0.5 under, this is 0.5 here, under is 0.46. 0.46, right? 0.5 is here, so let's trace it. 0.46. This is 0.4. 0.4 is here. 0.41, 0.42, 0.43, 0.44, 0.45, 0.46 is going to be here. Okay, so the next one is 0.33 under 0.41. So 0.3 is here. You know they said 33. This is 33, 0.32 is the next one. 0.34, 0.36, 0.38, 0.4. Like I'm counting the distance between 0.3 and 0.4. 0.32, 0.34, 0.36, 0.38, and 0.40. So 0.33 will now be within 0.32 and 0.34. So in between this, in between, come on, I have to, let me trace it with ruler because I won't make a mistake. So we are tracing it to what? To 0.41. You can see physics graph is not something that is kind of easy as mathematics graph. So if it goes like this, then this is 0.4, 0.41. Yeah, so it's going to be around here. Let me check it very well. The graph will be, actually you can trace it down. You can just use your ruler to check. Okay, yeah, it's here. So the graph is going to be here. You can circle it. Okay, now the next one is 0.25 under 0.39. 0.25, 0.25 is in between here and here like this. 0.39, right? So 0.39 is around here. Yeah, so this is 0.25 is in between 0.2 and 0.3. Under is 0.39. This is 0.39. So 0.39 is on this spot. Yeah, on this spot I'm dotting here. Then 0.25 is now, this is 0.2, 0.22, 0.24, 0.25 is in between here. So the shading is going to be here. Okay, now another one is 0.2 under 0.38. Can you see? 0.2, this is 0.2, under is 0.38. So 0.2 is going straight. 0.38 is 0.31, 0.30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 is going to be around here. Can you see that? 0.38. So the next one, is 0.16, 0.17. Yeah, under is 0.36, 0.17, 0.1 is here. So under is 0.1, 0.36, 0. This is 0.30, 0.331, 32, 33, 34, 35, and here is 36. So 1 point what? Let me just put small dot. So 0.167, that is 0.17. Okay, so 0.1 is here, is from here, 0.12, 0.14, 0.16, 0.17. So it's going to be around here. It's going to be around there. All right. So what again? What again? I think that's all. That's everything. Now let's find the three line of best fits from this graph. That's where the work will now start. Yes, I got this one. I got these three lines of best fits. Let me check if another three can go with this. Another three can go with this. Another three can go with this. It can be more than three, but the minimum is three. The maximum is everything. Yeah. So it is still a straight line graph. At least it entered three. Now let's take the slope. So in taking the slope, let me take it from here. Let me take my slope from here. If I should take the slope from here, is it straight? Let me take it from here and let me join it to this place. Good. So I'll be taking my slope from here. So this is the highest value, this is the lowest value. So this would be something related with my x2, y2, but you don't write x2, y2, okay? You're going to write this is the y, you're going to write r inverse, and then you're going to write v inverse. So this is going to be for 2, 2. Do you get? And this place is going to be for your r inverse 1 and then v inverse 1. So your slope, or you call it gradient, is going to be changing, normally it's supposed to be changing y over changing x, but you are not going to write that. You are going to write changing, the y is now representing v inverse, changing v inverse over changing r inverse. You understand? So that's going to be v inverse 2 minus v inverse 1 all over r inverse 2 minus r inverse 1. So that's going to be the slope. Note the unit first. The unit is going to be, the unit for the v inverse is what? Is also v inverse. So inverse of v all over inverse of ohms. So that's going to be the unit. You understand? Good. Now let's now calculate the slope. Now what is the v inverse 2? This is the v. So you're going to trace it to this place. Remember that, okay, what value do we get for this first? I think we got 0.556. So just write 0.556. You can write everything you wish. Minus, what about the v inverse 1? That's it. You trace this one here. What value do we get here, sef? You trace it here. This should be around 0.3, 0.3, 0.33 or so. Let me see. Let me count it very well. Oh, sorry, 0.35, 36, 37, 38. 0.38. So that should be this. That should be this. So this is sorry, let me check it. For the V inverse, let's say okay, 0.35, 36, 37, 38. 0.38. That was 0.38 against what? 0.2. 0.2 against 0.38. Okay, so so that is 0.37 like this. Now do you see it there? Because I counted 0.38 here, so we approximated this one like this. So but you're going to write 0.377 here. So divide it by the r. Now let's look at the r. The r2, look at it down, that's 1.0. So 1.0 minus the r1. the r1 the r1, look at it down, that is 0.2. The r1, that's 0.2, which is this 0.2, right? So it's 0.2. So that's the graph. So please let me to divide this and let me know the answer in the comment section.